AITA for walking out of my own engagement dinner after what my fiancé's mother said to me. I 32F have been with my fiancé, David, 34M, for 4 years. We got engaged about 2 months ago, and everything had been going great until the engagement dinner. To give a bit of background, David comes from a fairly wealthy and very traditional family. His mother, who I'll call Linda, is the kind of woman who always dresses to the nines, throws extravagant parties, and makes passive-aggressive comments with a smile. I grew up in a working-class household. My parents are kind, supportive, and have always valued sincerity over social status. From the beginning, Linda never outright said she disliked me, but she would frequently joke about how I didn't grow up with the same lifestyle as David. Little things, like asking if I'd ever eaten escargot or commenting on how quaint my parents' home was. I usually just smiled and let it slide. For our engagement dinner, Linda insisted on hosting it at a very upscale restaurant. She planned everything, including the guest list, menu, and even the music. She told me, "Don't worry, just show up and look pretty." I was already a little uneasy, but I didn't want to cause any tension. The night started out fine. David was glowing, everyone was drinking champagne, and I tried to be sociable even though I only knew about a third of the guests. Then, during dinner, Linda stood up to give a toast. She went on for a few minutes talking about David's childhood, how proud she was of the man he had become, and how she always imagined the kind of woman he would marry. Then she looked at me and said, "When David first brought her home, I admit I was skeptical. But sometimes our children choose things we wouldn't expect, and that's okay. What matters is that she makes him happy, even if she's not what we pictured." There was laughter. A few people looked at me. I froze. She continued, saying things like, "She might not know which fork to use at a formal dinner yet, and with time, she'll grow into the role." She ended with, "So here's to compromise, unexpected love, and accepting the paths our children take." It was framed as a joke, but I felt humiliated. I smiled through it, but my hands were shaking. I excused myself to the restroom, took a deep breath, and then walked right out of the restaurant. I didn't tell David I was leaving. I went home, took off my makeup, and cried. He showed up about an hour later, furious. Said I embarrassed him, said his mother was just being herself, and that I should have expected it. I asked if he thought what she said was appropriate. He shrugged and said, "She's old school, you can't change her." I told him I wasn't going to marry into a family that saw me as a charity case or a punchline. He told me I was being overdramatic. We haven't spoken since. That was 5 days ago. Everyone's divided. My friends say I did the right thing, my mom's livid, but a few people, including David's sister, messaged me saying I disrespected the family by walking out. So, AITA. Speech balloon top 3 comments. Comment 1, 974 thumbs up. NTA, if that's how they treat you now, imagine what the wedding, holidays, and future grandkids would be like. You stood up for yourself with grace. David should have done the same. Comment 2, 841 thumbs up. NTA, Linda didn't give a toast, she gave a roast. And David chose to defend her over you. That's not just a red flag, that's a whole parade. Run, don't walk. Comment 3, 520 thumbs up. NTA, you didn't walk out on your engagement. You walked out on being disrespected in public. You deserve a partner who sees your worth, not one who shrugs when you're humiliated.